Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd give you a little health update since, I was about to say, I don't know the last time I did do a health update. I don't think I've ever really done one apart from maybe like a self-care day, a girly thing like that. But there's been so much going on and I haven't managed to keep you guys updated. So I thought I'll just stick it all in one video. Talk about what's been going on with me. I had this eye issue. Talk about what's been going on with Achillea. In fact, I'll just get him to talk about it himself because he's just sitting over there now. He's actually stretching at the moment. Oh, you're playing chess. As a side note, we've watched The Queen's Gambit this week. Absolutely loved it. Best series I've watched in ages. And if you're someone who, like me, knows nothing about chess, let me tell you, you can still enjoy this show because it was just so good. And anyway, now Ash is like, I need to learn chess. So I'm like, yeah, cool. Before he comes on, I just want to let you know that he is doing Movember, which is a charity thing where you grow a moustache and you raise money, and he's running 100 kilometers as well, so that's why he looks the way he does when he comes on, just as a heads up. Just as a preface. So around the end of September I woke up and I had a really tingly puffy eye, and I just thought like, oh, maybe I'm getting a sty. I didn't think anything of it. I wasn't really wearing makeup at all at the time. I don't know what it was, but I woke up with puffy eye and like a little bit tingling sensation. And then a few days later, like a little lump had formed underneath the eye. Fast forward a few weeks and it had just got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I've got pictures of it, which I will insert here and there, to the size that it got to. In the end, I was just like, this is so annoying now and so kind of like in my way and uncomfortable in my eye that I decided to go to A&E and see if they could drain it. My friend who's a nurse just said, like, you know, if you go there and just say how inconvenient this is and how much discomfort it's causing you, they should just drain it. So I thought, okay, I called up my GP. They said, yep, go straight to accident and emergency, A&E, and they'll sort it out. I ended up going there, waiting for hours and hours. Okay, it was like an hour and a half, not hours and hours. And then I got turned away and just told to go back home and just wait for it to go naturally. So that was like super annoying. They ended up doing an eye test on me. And because I like passed the eye test, well, I was told that was the reason why they didn't take action. But if this like huge lump was obstructing my vision, then I think they would have maybe acted on it. I had this weird like yellow luminous coloured liquid coming out of my nose. So I'm back home now. I've just blown my nose and that's the colour that is coming out of my nose. I think it might be to do with that stuff she put in my eye before she did the examination. You can see, look, luminous stuff. It's very strange. Oh, I don't know. I read the thing and it said that it can take up to 6 months for these to go. I feel really annoyed. So that was really strange. I was really disappointed. I remember feeling just like, well, actually you came to pick me up from the hospital, didn't you? Because you were only allowed in on your own with COVID. And I got into the car and I just cried. I was like, they just turned me away and they didn't do anything. And he was like, you should have just demanded that they do something. And I was just like, I just didn't have it in me to be like, I'm not leaving here until you drain this stupid lump from my eye. So I left defeated, came home. And by this point it had been like weeks. It had been there. And I got told, I remember why I was so upset now. I got told that it could last up to 6 months. And I was thinking like, it's not ideal as a YouTuber, you know, my job is on camera. I don't really want this big lump in my eye. I don't really feel comfortable filming with it. I just, do you know what I mean? I had my reasons why I didn't want it there. I think even if I wasn't a YouTuber, I'd still want it gone. In the end, I ended up speaking to a private doctor who gave me a lot of information and actually gave me a prescription of, I can't remember what it's called. I'll insert a little voice clip of what he gave me. I think it was called, I don't want to say the name of the drug in case it's wrong. I'll write it on screen and I'll play a little voice clip because he actually explained to me how this even came about, what it was. I just found that really, really useful and actually told me how many more weeks we'd have to wait before potentially having to like have a minor operation to drain it or seeing how we'd go naturally.
The oil gland is a much bigger gland, and so that's why you get a bigger cyst. 2 of them get blocked, then the gland keeps making oil, but the oil can't get out, and it gets stagnant. And when you get stagnant oil, you can get bubble in there, and it gets infected. So the gland is called a meibomian gland, and when it gets infected, it's called an infected meibomian cyst, or chalasia. But from where we are today, one of a couple of things is going to happen. You know, with a bit of luck, your body can sort this out for you, and it'll discharge, and it'll very slowly go down. And you can track it with sequential photos to show that it's getting smaller. Let's say if you'd got to 6 weeks and it hadn't gone, then in my experience, by the time you get to 6 weeks, you're going to need to have a little cut made in it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
And when I say small incision, you're talking 3 to 4 millimeters, you know.
Yeah. I was really lucky that the antibiotics started to clear it up quite quickly, and I didn't have to have any operation. Another day, another hot compress. Doctor told me to put pressure and wipe that way to encourage it to open and drain. If this opens, would be horrified. I actually think it would be horrific what would come out. Hi everyone, I thought I'd give you a quick update as it's now been about 7.5 weeks since the sty first happened. The chalasia, see, I've already forgotten what it is. As you can see, there's still a little bit of a dark patch of where it was. And then in the lid, this is what it looks like. So it's pretty much completely gone, not totally, but I don't really know how long it's going to take for this last bit of it to shift. It just looks like grit. I don't know, it's weird. Anyway, so that's my update. I think that's everything that went on with my eye. If I sound low energy right now telling this story compared to normal, it's because I've had COVID symptoms for probably 4 days now. As of 2 days ago, I wasn't able to taste anything or smell anything, and it's really annoying because I cook amazing food. I love the food I cook, and I can't taste anything. That's really annoying me. Ash has had symptoms for about 7 days, and as soon as he had symptoms, we both went and got tested. We went to a drive-through test centre. I might even have some footage on my camera of us turning up to the drive-through test centre until I saw the signs that said no filming or photography, and those tests came back negative. Okay, this is not how I thought the night was going to go, but here we are. We got back from Brighton. Ash just had a continuous cough for a few hours since getting back, and we were just kind of like, it's not a great sign. He's also feeling dizzy, so we've managed to book in here at a COVID test site, NHS one. There's people working, pointing us in the direction of where we're meant to park. I'm guessing someone's going to ask for our barcode now.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I've got one as well.
Slow that down just so I can check the booking date.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just booked today.
Perfect.
Thanks, mate.
Once this car moves on, follow them down, you'll get to the gate. I'll just scan that and get you registered on site. Just keep your windows closed at all times.
Perfect, thanks, mate.
No photography or filming on site.
No photography or filming, okay. I better switch it off. But when I got it as well, I've caught something from him, obviously because we live together. We've actually now had another test done at a walk-in test centre in Chichester, and we should get the results by tomorrow about that. So if I get the results before putting this video out, I'll put them on screen. I'm sure I'll let you guys know if you follow me on Instagram, but it's just not ideal. The only places I've been to are the supermarket and the gym, not whilst having symptoms, but just like it, you know what I mean, in daily life the last few weeks and stuff, and filming with Joel for my main channel. I haven't really done anything of note, but it's just not great at the moment. Just feel quite run down, ill, all the usual symptoms. So just feeling a bit like about that. Anyway, Ash, have you finished stretching yet, so you can just fill people in on your stomach issue? Here comes the moustache. So yeah, I dropped you off at the hospital and then you went in on your own. I've just dropped Ash off at the hospital, and I was just waiting for him to go in through that building and check that was the right place for his appointment, because
it's quite a big hospital and it's so easy to get lost. And then like literally 5 minutes later, I saw him come out with a nurse who was pointing him in the right direction. Now I've just seen him run across the street to a different building. I know it's probably nothing to worry about, but I'm just glad that he's finally doing something about this after so long of suffering with this pain. So yeah, hopefully that goes well. I need to get out of here because there's so many cars that are like, why have you pulled over there? You can't just stop. So yeah, I will keep you posted. Then what happened? Why did you go? What's been going on?
Been having some stomach problems.
Why do I feel like this is me being like, go on, tell the camera how you're feeling?
Been having some stomach problems, getting stomach cramps, passing out, vomiting, all that stuff.
Been over a year and a half of this happening now, but not all the time.
Really randomly. Enough's enough for you, wasn't it? So you sent me to get a
camera up your bum.
Camera up there.
Well, basically, you kept having these like flare-ups or episodes, and I was like, this isn't right. And every time, like for instance, the first few times where your body went into like panic mode and you had to call an ambulance, they ended up saying that, oh, it's probably just a stomach bug. And we were like, okay. Then it happened again, then it happened again, and then again, and it's just like, it can't have just been a stomach bug every single time. He has these like horrendous cramps,
horrendous, like
it's interesting,
writhing around in agony, and then it's just projectile vomiting.
It's like, I'm not laughing because it's funny, I'm laughing because you're not the kind of person to be like, you know, like a drama queen. Like right now I've been ill for a few days and you know about it.
Oh yeah,
I'm just like, oh, everything's awful, I can't taste my own delicious food. But Atch is like not the kind of person to draw attention to himself at all. Like if he's like dying, he's literally just like keeps himself to himself.
There's been a couple of times where I've had these episodes and you haven't even known.
I haven't even known.
Because I've literally just gone into the bathroom and died.
He just goes to the bathroom.
And just like risen from beyond and just come back.
Like in the night, I think I might have heard you just like on the loo vomiting or like lying on the floor in agony, and I'd be like, what is going on? You'd be like, just go back to bed.
Go back to bed, don't worry about it. I just passed out a few times, you know.
It was really worrying. The worst episode I've ever seen was at your parents' house just the day before your birthday last year. Sorry about the coughing. We've both, as I said, we've both a bit ill at the moment, waiting for these test results.
I feel in a really horrible place at the moment because it's like, well, had that episode, then went to the hospital and had that procedure.
Yeah.
Then got ill.
Yeah, you got ill.
Now I'm going around with this thing. Like it just feels like this month has been one of them months, man.
But to be honest, since you've been ill, the only things you've done are like be at home, work from home, and you've been on a solo jog like around, which I think is okay. Like, and the test came back negative. Like I said, we had another one Friday night. It's now Sunday night, so wait for that one to come back. Yeah, so that's what's been going on with you. In the end, they said that taken 8 biopsies, waiting for further pathology.
Taken 8 biopsies of my
results.
colon, yeah. I need to call them tomorrow, and just see what the results. Like if we've got the results yet.
Yeah, I've been chasing it, and it says like urgent.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks, so. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks for your help. Cheers. Bye.
What did they say?
She was just like, oh yeah, the biopsies came in on the 6th, which was Friday. She's like, so he probably hasn't had a chance to look at them. He'll write to you soon. It's like, mate.
That's tough. Yeah, the 6th was the 6th.
You can see why people just go private. It's like you have something done, it gets tested, and then you get reported, and it just happens.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh yeah, and then like the secretary was looking, she was like, can't see anything, and then she was like checking, and she was like, oh no, I found something here. I found something. Yeah. Looked like came on the 6th, and it's just like. She was like, maybe call back at the end of the week. Yeah, I'll keep chasing you.
How many times have you chased now?
3 or 4, like 3, probably 3 times. Like, I've got no problem to chase him, but it's just like...
Give me an update.
I'm not one of these people that slags off the NHS, because not many countries have got like a national health service where you just bowl in and get stuff like done, right? But there are times where you're just like, nah.
Oh no, I think it's just the time we live in right now. Nothing it's really hard with everything going on. They've got so much on their hands.
With like the state of the world right now, I've heard of a lot of people that are waiting for like their diagnosis and waiting for things because it's like not a priority right now with everything going on. I mean, it doesn't look great. It's likely. I mean, they've put like a diagnosis, which I won't say, but we'll wait for the further diagnosis.
Let's wait for the results and see what they say.
I think that's pretty much our health update for the last month, 2 months. That's what's been going on.
I want to go and eat some cottage pie, to be honest.
Yeah, why? You won't be able to taste anything.
Yeah, but I've
made dinner tonight. I'm not eating.
Yeah, I know, but I know. Like,
when you don't put your hand over your mouth, you're going to get such backlash.
I know what you mean. Like, eating food just is so weird right now. But equally, you got to eat. Like, I'm hungry.
Are you?
I know what you mean. Like, it's not pleasurable anymore because there's no taste. But you got to eat.
Yeah. So I hope that clears things up. I had I'll let you go and eat now. Bye. I had a few questions on Instagram, but I can't find the story anymore because I think they've changed it so you can't go back to stories from over like 28 days. A few people asked, because I've had that eye thing once, will I have it? Is it likely I'll have it again? So I did actually ask the doctor that. I'll insert their voice clip here.
And because I've had it once, does that mean I'm likely to get this again?
So you might say to me, another kind of level of knowledge would be, well, why am I getting this in the first place? You know.
Yeah, I do wonder because I hardly wear makeup.
Is there anything I could do to kind of prevent it? Because, you know, certainly as a YouTuber, the last thing you want is this random. You don't want these things coming at random times when you've got work planned. So you can do things that will make your eyes less prone to get cysts, and in essence that there's a few nutritional things, the most important of which is to take an omega-3 supplementation. If you take omega-3 supplementation, it makes the glands less likely to block. And there are things that you can do to actually make sure that the openings of the glands on the eyelids stay open and don't get blocked by oil. Okay. So there are things you can do. It's called lid hygiene. So there is an antibiotic. It's an old-fashioned antibiotic called doxycycline. And doxycycline is one of those antibiotics that's really safe. And doxycycline specifically gets into the eyelids. It's just one of those drugs that manages to get good penetration into the eyelids. So a short course of doxycycline can help the cyst to get smaller quicker.
I'm trying to think of some other questions I got. Obviously I got, is it painful? Is it a sty? I wouldn't say it was painful, like it was uncomfortable and it did bother me. And like at night it was just, it just felt very big in my eye. I could feel its presence there. It wasn't a natural feeling. Yeah, I think people were just saying like, is it okay now? How are you doing? And I keep getting messages like weeks later about like, how is it? So it's okay, it's fine now, it's completely gone. I think for the first day, the other day when I was filming, I actually put makeup on for the first time, which was really nice. And I've just been trying to like do really good lid hygiene and just all over, you know, you've got to look after your eyes, haven't you? You can't just, got to look after your lids, Ash said. Yeah, so hopefully that clears things up a little bit, and I will speak to you guys in the next one. Just want to say, as a little parish notice, that I do have uploads that are like out of order. So for instance, like there's some things going up that were filmed before this, after this. Hopefully the chronology of it doesn't bother too many of you. Lots of love, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.
Read it out. Read it out.
Positive. I knew it. I just knew it.
Right, I need to open mine now.
Coronavirus test result is positive.
Oh, sugar. Okay, I need to open mine. Mine will be on my phone. You can just...
I've got two on the phone.
You've got two. That must be my one.
Achillea Kiriakou, positive.
Yeah. Is it Leah?
Oh no, I just got two to me.
Oh, it'll be on my email then. Okay,
I'll
get mine, because there's no way if you've got it that I haven't got it. Oh my god, no! You've got it! Okay, I'm looking for it. Nothing yet from nothing from them. I guess mine will come through soon. Did you find it in junk mail?
No, it just came through.
Okay, well, nothing's come through on mine. So, I mean, it'd be unlikely that I have.
Well, you've got it.
I've got it, haven't I? So mine's just come through and it says, could not read your coronavirus test sample. It means that I need to do another test. But then it says, just keep self-isolating if someone you live with has tested positive. So pretty sure I have got it as well. So I'm just going to self-isolate. Oh no, my darling, keep your head up, keep your heart strong, and no, keep your mind set in your ways, and keep your heart strong.